I'm Lucia Velasco. I'm a software developer at Rocket Makers, and I'm 19 years old and I have Asperger's syndrome. After my diagnosis, I went to two schools. My first school was St Lawrence in Bradford-on-Avon, and because I just had a big stint of home education, I had a pretty flexible timetable. At first I only came in a few days a week, and then when I was in full-time, I didn't take all the lessons. So the rest of the time I was in the quiet zone where I could do my own work. The other school I went to was called Stonor, an equestrian school. When I had spare time, I could go and just hang out with the horses. They gave me a lot of support, letting me take time off when I needed it for my health, and helped me with revision, and really helped me have a stable routine and help communicate with teachers about my needs. In terms of Asperger's syndrome, my diagnosis meant that I was able to have extra time in exams. We also had regular catch-ups with my SEN coordinator and with the council, and this was really great. It meant that I was able to have mediated catch-ups with my family as well, which really helped, especially when I was going through a difficult age. I actually left school the day before my first A-level exam. I did a summer internship at a software development company, and when I went back to school I realised that that's what I wanted to do, and going to school wouldn't help me get there. I decided to look for internships and apprenticeships in the software industry, and that was all going really well until I discovered a course called Maiden Academy. And the company that started the academy picked me up after my graduation and employed me as a software developer. This was a fantastic insight into the way that real software is built in the real world and how to manage large-scale applications. And a few months later, I left and was hired by Rocket Makers, which is a really fun company and a lot smaller, which means that I have more scope for personal growth. I think one of the big things for me has been structural difficulties. At various companies, I've really struggled because I like everything to be super efficient. That's just part of having Asperger's syndrome for me. And that can be difficult when you're faced with real-world problems. And I've also struggled at one point with people thinking that because of my Asperger's syndrome I might ask for special treatment, which of course isn't true, but for the most part I haven't really struggled at all, and everyone's been really accepting and helpful. Recently I've started doing public speaking at conferences and meetups around Bath and Bristol, so I want to keep doing that. I also want to improve my understanding of management and become a better software developer, and one day I want to have a helping hand in improving tech education in the UK and just education in general.